Good morning. My name is Wahab Almuhtadi, and I'm the president of IEEE Consumer Electronic Society. And this is the show of IEEE Consumer Electronic Society TV. An abbreviation is CSOC TV show. And today we have a very important guest, is Professor Dr. Toshio Fukuda, the IEEE President 2020. Professor Fukuda, welcome welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank
yes,
you.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent.
You have a very nice conference here.
Yes, thank you, thank you. So I would like, first to thank you very much for attending the Board of Governors meeting yesterday of the Society. And also today is the first day of the conference, and as you can see, the conference here is in Vegas, starting today, and will be finishing on January 6th. So welcome to the world of IEEE Consumer Electronic Society.
Thank you very much for your invitation. I could come here to Las Vegas to attend your nice such a board of governor meetings, also can ICCE conference. Thank you very much for your kind invitation.
Perfect. So, and congratulations for being the president of IEEE for this year, 2020.
Thank you very much for your support.
And before we are going to have some kind of deep conversation about IEEE and about research, I would like to hear about your outstanding experience in research and engineering, and your dedicated volunteerism to IEEE. So please just let us know about yourself.
Oh yes, I've been IEEE members last 40 years.
Right.
Starting such a robotics. And later on, I'm more in detail, micro system, micro robot, then nano robotics. Now we're working on more like such a kind of bio robotics, those research work. First of all, maybe robotics. I work with such a kind of different type of robotics we call multi-scale robotics. Multi-scale robotics is something like that. Like a human-like, we are consists of a lot of biological cells. Cells get together, make a cluster, make a kind of human individual, and make a kind of human get together, like a society of human beings. So I dreamt those things when I was young, 40 years ago, to make such a robotic system, such a kind of robot component. Then robot component get together, make a cluster, then cluster make kind of an individual robot. Robot get together with many robot, such as distributed robotics. Maybe we can call swarm intelligent robotic system. That's a kind of things. In such a level, I try to work in each level, such a kind of component level wise, then kind of make individual robot wise, then get together more, then it's a kind of system level that I try to make such a robot system. So I enjoyed such a work last 40 years, such a like a component wise, it can involve such a kind of modular robotics. So many people working in the modular robotics, how they can get together, and the robot make kind of component, make a more complicated robot system here, individual ways, how we can make the robot more intelligent, then how the kind of robot get together intelligent way in swarm. That's the kind of thing we work a lot.
That is the research part of
it.
And how did you get involved into IEEE?
That's a good question. 1980s, I enjoyed working such a robotics. I attended a conference, IEEE, and it's very interesting. My friend now just gave us such an opportunity to get into such a conference. First, give a kind of presentation, Second, how to make a kind of organizer of the conference. Then make those things. It's very interesting steps to do so. First, IEEE, it's a kind of good opportunity to give a presentation. That's great, okay? Then write a proper kind of paper to the transaction, journal IEEE, then you can make a kind of a career to up there. Eventually you come up as an organizer of the conference.
And you became the organizer of the conference.
Yeah, then also I created a conference.
I see.
By myself. That's interesting. So back to 1988, more than 30 years ago, I started Intelligent Robotic System called IROS in short.
I see.
So when I started, it's 330 people. Now, 32 years later, we have 4,000 people attending the conference.
I see.
That's great. That's nice to have those things. And I try to recruit young people to do that. That's a great thing. Excellent. Now it's a kind of one of the biggest robotics conference in the world. That's great.
Excellent, excellent. So that's great. So you have been organizing conferences. I know that you have been director of Region 10.
Yes.
Yeah. So how was that? In which year that you have been there?
I've been Region 10 director 2013, 2014, about 5 years ago. But before that, I was Division 10 director.
Right.
2001, 2002.
Right.
Then afterward, Region 10 directors. Then I became a Division 10 director again. 2016, 2017.
I see.
Yeah.
Excellent. So.
So I mean, I'm a director 3 times.
right. And now IEEE president of the whole organization.
Yeah, thanks.
So as you know, IEEE is a global organization.
Yes.
So you are the lead of this organization that has almost 500,000 members worldwide, and it has 46 technical societies and technical councils. And IEEE has 5 pillars, which is the Technical Activities Board, the Geographical Member Activities Board, MGA, and then we have the Education, and we have the Standard Association, and the publications.
PSPB and IEEE USA.
And IEEE
so we have 6 pillars.
6 pillars, yes. So as the current president, and today is the, your first function of IEEE as IEEE president, and that is a glorious thing for us.
Yes.
Because this is the first step of your beginning of your work for this year, 2020.
Yeah, kick off into 2020.
So we are happy as a Consumer Electronic Society to have.
Thank you very much for your invitation.
Yes. So. What is the focus now that you think it is the most important things to do in 2020?
Yes, I think it's important is kind of all member recognize such a value of IEEE, also to create something new value for members. The reason why is so, like last 20 years, such a membership in a way declining. So also industry membership also declined a lot. So I need such a kind of how to handle those, how to increase membership first. So many presidents so far did such a kind of action, how we can increase membership. So previous IEEE president Jose Moore launched such a 4 million member project. That's great.
Yes.
That's great. Then in my case, I try to be rather more slowly. So he makes such a kind of rapid kind of action. Why you can make 4 but mine is rather slow to make it. In a way, to emphasize education. Education is a royal road to make a good human resources, but it takes a time.
Right.
Yeah, that year and year. That's rather slow, but it's a steady way. I think this is a kind of a right thing to do so, to increase IEEE membership.
Right.
Yes. So new value of IEEE. So education, long life education is very important. Today, technology is growing exponentially. Okay,
right.
But the people working is like a steady way, and they get the knowledge just in time wise. So not prepared well. That's right.
So you just mentioned about that IEEE can be a center for long life learning.
Yes.
And I believe that you mentioned about the IEEE Academy or
yes.
such IEEE University.
Yes.
So would you please just collaborate and elaborate into this topic?
Yes. So kind of a lifelong education is a sort of a kind of a IEEE University quotation. Okay.
Right.
Quotation. So, but somewhat like a university give us some kind of misunderstanding. So people might ask me, "Oh, you have created a university?" No, just a quotation wise. Yes. So that way, maybe better to say IEEE Academy. Like that.
Yes,
that's a kind of more appropriate, I guess. Okay?
Right.
But it depends on you, okay, people, how it will be accepted in IEEE members. So anyway, the essence is just long-time education.
I see.
So now we have a kind of platform, IEEE Learning Network. There's a platform.
Yes.
On the platform, since we have such a nice kind of platform, why don't you put more pipeline-wise how to provide such a kind of educational program for long life? So like kind of here, such like a high school student, university student, grad student, research, or a kind of a practitioner in industry, and also kind of cutting-edge technology, or even such a kind of life members.
Right.
That's great to have those people have such a kind of opportunity to have such a kind of education in a way of some depending kind of time-wise. You can get some here, somewhere here, in such like what they want to learn. That might attract more people.
Right.
The one reason why is because we have so many good online courses in IEEE.
Right.
As you said, we have a 46 society and technical council in IEEE technical activities. Why not make use of such kind of resources?
Right.
We also so many members, 420,000 members, organization, big professional organization. That's where why not use it? Also, we have a kind of life members. Life members such as so great knowledge.
Yes.
And why don't make ask them to be a mentor to those kind of nice program, such online, such a kind of lifelong education program.
So this ILN,
Yes.
which is the Learning Network,
Yes.
IEEE
Yes.
Learning Network,
Yes.
ILN.
Yes.
This will be a center for long life learning.
Yes.
And we know that we have Explore as a database for so many technical documents and technical papers and research. So the ILN will be additional source for public and also members. How we will put the awareness to the public, not just only for IEEE members, but to the public too.
That's a very important issue. To increase such a membership with those things, should not only such a members of IEEE, but also to public, to the people, so that they can come over to know such an education system IEEE, so they learn, they might join more. That's my intention.
Which is basically IEEE technology for humanity.
Yes, that's right. So we can open up our kind of resources of knowledge, resources of human kind of knowledge to the public. Okay.
So Toshio, since we have a good relationship with academia, and the majority of IEEE members is almost around 46% are from industry.
Yes.
What is your vision to build a good relationship and a nice bridge and engagement with industry to be more involved in IEEE?
Yes, that's very important. That's why I try to make such a kind of lifelong education. The reason why is, as I mentioned, that technology today is kind of rapidly, exponentially kind of growing. Okay, that there are so many kind of practitioners in industry. They are doing their work now for long life, the same job. Okay, today maybe they can short time in some kind of a job here, another job here, so they need kind of a updated knowledge, updated kind of training, updated skill to update to such a demand of society, demand of the industry, like that. So that's important to do so.
I see, excellent. So as you are the president currently of IEEE, and you were last year the president-elect of IEEE, and on behalf of IEEE Consumer Electronic Society, I would like to thank you and thank the board of directors of IEEE, and of course the TAB and the President Forums for the approval of the society name change from Consumer Electronics Society to Consumer Technology Society.
Yes.
And that is fantastic that we have now a new name, Consumer Technology Society. How do you see the impact of the name change? That because it is the right things to do.
As you said, okay, CES now CTS, okay.
Yeah.
That's a kind of we are understanding such a trend. It changed.
That's correct.
Those things here. Before that, you are focused such a kind of TV or broadcasting those things here.
Right.
Now you're kind of going to be more kind of computer oriented those here. So you are updating your kind of mission of your society to current or futuristic such a kind of topics, and it's very nice. You change such a kind of your mission under your leadership. I like your kind of I like your kind of attitude to update to the kind of current situation and try to make more people to your society. That's a great. You can expand your mission. Yes.
Excellent, excellent. So once again, I would like just to confirm that our IEEE Consumer Technology Society will support you with the lifelong learning target for this year.
Yes.
And I hope that we will reach the goal of IEEE to enhance this lifelong learning. And thank you very much for coming to the Board of Governors meeting of our society and to the International Conference on Consumer Electronics Society.
Thank you for your invitation. I like your leadership. Your conference, ICCE 2020, so successful in Las Vegas.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.